Hi and welcome to the information video for Office Administration, General and Executive. My name is Miriam Raza and I'm the program coordinator for both of these programs. We offer a one-year certificate program as well as a two-year diploma program. So I hope you will follow the rest of the video. There's lots of information and I hope it'll answer some of the questions you have about Office Administration at Conestoga College. So if you need to reach me about any questions you have about the program or the courses, or what what it's like to be in the college or in a specific program, you can reach me at mraza1@conestogac.on.ca. If you have questions about applying or admission to the program, you can contact our admissions department, which is admissions at conestogac.on.ca. Why should you choose Office Administration? There's a few reasons. I'm obviously a little biased, but I think it's one of the careers where the opportunities are endless. You would join a company and you'd get so many opportunities as an administrative professional to work in many different departments. Usually, people only work in their one department, but as a admin assistant, you often interact with many different people in the company, many different departments, and sometimes you might even be lucky enough to rotate between departments, which is really a valuable experience. It's a great way to get started in the organization and to really learn about what happens in each area. And who knows, maybe you'll decide that there's a specific area that you want to grow in, which brings me to the next point about constant learning. You're always learning, you're always getting exposed to so many different types of skills and people in so many different positions. It's probably the one role that gets to meet the most people. You get to interact with so many different people and find out what they do, that it's really for it really keeps your curiosity going. The other reason is it's quite in demand. Large organizations, small businesses, startups, often they seek business support and administrative help to help with their business operations. Also, the skills you learn they're transferable, so you can move around the province or the country or the world and still be able to use your skills. They don't get outdated or obsolete because you're in a new location. And all of this ends up creating a lot of opportunity for salary potential. So while a lot of people may think that people who work in office administration, they may earn a certain income range, it's actually quite wide range. And I've seen roles that start at minimum wage. I've also seen roles that have annual salaries of up to $80,000 for a senior executive assistant. So there's really a lot of room to grow. And that really depends on you and how you really take your skills and your career forward, and usually is tied to just keeping on learning and constantly learning and becoming better at what you do. So that brings us to our program. As I said, we have a one-year program, which is the General Office Admin, and the two-year is called the Executive Office Admin program. Each year has 2 semesters, and each semester has 7 weeks of classes, followed by a 1-week break, which is called Success Week or Reading Week, and then you come back again for 7 more weeks, including one of the weeks being exam week. So that 717 happens every semester. If you join in fall, you have a summer break between the 2 years. If you join in January and you're a 2-year student, you would go January semester 1, May semester 2, and then we'd be right back here in the fall for semester 3. So you would not get a summer break if you were in a January cohort. Your first year courses would include document processing, where you learn how to type and create professional business documents, college reading and writing, spreadsheets, where you would learn Microsoft Excel, word processing, where you would learn Microsoft Word, presentation software, where you'd learn Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Sway, as well as a business math and a general elective course. And that elective course is your choice from a large list of courses that are offered at the college. The second semester, you take bookkeeping, Office Procedures 1, which is an office simulation type course, Career Success, Fundamentals of Effective Written Communication, Advanced Microsoft Word, and Advanced Spreadsheets or Excel. If you come back and join us for a second year, you would take Financial Applications, where you'd learn how to use Sage 50 software, and a second Office Simulation course, an Administrative Procedures and Supervisory Practices course, Database Management, where you would learn Microsoft Access, Safety in the Workplace, and another general elective. And in your last semester, you would take Technical Support Training, which teaches you how to provide technical support to others. It's a skill that often you need as an administrator. Application software, project and event coordination, and a field placement for 3 weeks at the end of the semester, as well as a general elective. While you're here, your schedule could, span across the entire week from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. You may also have classes scheduled on Saturday, and you'd be able to select from a choice of sections. There may be 2 or there may be 3 sections to choose from. As I mentioned, the schedule of the semester is 7-1-7, and there's a Success Week break in the middle, as well as breaks between terms. So there's about a week, sometimes 10 days between each semester. Conestoga offers a lot of services for students. There's a lot of support that's available in and out of class. So as you can see in this diagram, we've got counseling, medical care, Good to Talk, which is a student help hotline, off-campus emergency, peer support, Indigenous services, also known as BYOD Requirements, sexual and gender-based violence response, on-campus emergency, a career center where we help students with cover letters and resumes and interview preparation, as well as job searching. We have an entire student engagement department, an athletics and recreation department, as well as library services, technical support services, accessible learning services, and tutoring available as well. So if you get a chance to explore the Conestoga Student Services website, you will be able to get a little bit more detail about each of these areas, which are so important to help students succeed in their time at Conestoga. Bring your own device, BYOD, which means you need to have your own computer or laptop, especially if we are in a remote learning system, the way we are right now. All students entering the program must have a laptop or a computer that meets minimum requirements. On campus, we do have labs where students work on computer-based courses. However, if you're remote, you will need to have your own laptop or computer, and this would be something that you would want to have before the first week of remote classes, because we do start helping you download and access software in the first week of classes. You'll be instructed how to download Microsoft Suite and other software that you would be learning throughout the semester. Regarding career opportunities, there's a link here for you to take a look at some of the graduate opportunities, but generally our grads end up working in roles such as administrative assistant, office assistant, executive assistant, office manager, virtual assistant. We have some students who also go into event planning or financial industry. They end up being admin assistants or bookkeeping assistants. So there, like I said, there's a really wide range of opportunities available under the umbrella of office administration. So you really have a choice between the type of company you want to work for and the industry you want to work for. Perhaps you want to work in food and beverage, or I've had students who wanted to work in fashion, and some who wanted to work for tech companies. So there really is a need for this type of role in every industry and every type of company that you can find out there. So I hope you've gotten some valuable information about our programs. Please visit our program pages where we have lots and lots of details, as well as feel free to contact our admissions department if you have questions about applying or regarding admissions to our programs. And if you have any questions about the courses or completion of the program, please feel free to email me at the address listed on your screen. Thank you very much. Have a great day.